Hi, Dave Parisi, ExerciseBay.com. Let's talk a little bit more about, dirty word coming up. You ready? Crunches. Your spine is a modified elastic rod. It's movable at every level, every vertebral column. Okay, so without getting into the spine, the vertebral discs and nucleus pulpus and talk about disc herniation, okay, let's just say that there's balloon block, balloon block, balloon block. Or in between the discs is the jelly. The jelly between the jelly and the jelly donut between the two blocks. Let's say it that way. Okay, if I'm sitting on a computer all day and I drop my rib cage, I'm in poor posture. That poor posture leads to a lot of muscular imbalances. And then I go to the gym and I'm on a weight loss program, so what do? I start doing crunches. I don't like crunches. I don't think that you need to perform crunches, so to speak, where you need to go into spinal flexion and take those perfect curves that the spine has that gives you the rigidity and the strength that you need. The most optimal position in the human body is that neutral spine. In neutral or standard position means the curves are there. Lay down on a bench or on the floor in the gym and start wrenching your neck, or start doing sit-ups, okay, or look like a fish out of water. Okay, all these crazy movements. Why do we turn and twist? We turn and twist because we think we're what? Spot reducing. Okay, well, I cut my chin shaving the other day. I had chin blood. You get it? Fat's systemic, so first place on, last place off. You can't spot reduce, so why are we doing so many crunches? We're actually screwing up our posture. So when we do an ab exercise, I don't recommend laying down, because now when you lay down, you dictate that beautiful mobile, the way the spine harmonizes with every single vertebral column. You dictate it and you actually herniate the disc. So I'm going to show you an exercise that's very similar to being on a stability ball, which frees the spine up and activates the abdomen without the continued accordion type effect. Stay tuned, we're going to watch it now. So here we are. Long dissertation on the spinal flexion, but think about this. You're on a bench. You got to get some balance. You got two opposing forces. Think of your body now as a hinge. This is my version of a V-up, which I would never do. We're going to get into this really deep into the spine and what happens when you do a V-up with the psoas muscle, the femur, what's happening in the cervical spine. There's a lot going on. I'm getting off track. Come down onto the bench. Okay, I'm imagining that I'm on a stability ball without the head support. I'm going to come up into this position and hold. Right now, think about what spinal flexion is, okay? Not that I agree with it, but think about if you continuously crunch, the two hands represent, okay, the diaphragm, okay, let's say the sternum and let's say the bottom of the rib cage. You're taking your rib cage into your hips. Let's say it that way. Ribs into hips. Ribs into hips. Instead of doing that, just hold the position. Okay? It's a level of tension. Okay? Time under tension. Or tension under time. Could be said any way. I think you get the point. Right now I got this tremor going on. An actual tremor. You know you're doing it correctly. Now we play with load. This is even harder. This is even harder. Keep that core tight. I'm contracting. See the level of tension? I'm playing with lever arms. Drop. So I play with lever arms, which as I send my femur out, the psoas connected to the mid-femur tries to pull on the pelvis and tilt the pelvis. What do I have to do? I have to make sure my abdomen, my rectus abdominis, that long, flat, two flank steaks coming this way, tendinous and scriptures making the blocks. Remember, there's no blocks. Everybody has a six-pack. The bottom line is I have this contraction here. It is amazing. It's exactly the stimulus you need to increase density, to increase muscle tonicity, to make sure that you're getting that exercise. You don't have to crunch to stimulate and create thicker blocks. We'll get into that later too, muscular hypertrophy in the abdomen wall. Just another tip to keep it safe, to keep it effective, and of course, keep it fun. Variety, the spice of life. Right here, exercisebay.com. Thank you.